If you're looking for a short morning routine to help with flexibility and that morning stiffness, this practice is going to help open up the side body and the hips in a gentle but fluid way. So often when you wake up in the morning, you've been sleeping in one position for a long time, and so this practice is really going to help us mobilize those areas, get loose and limber for our day. So we're going to start in a cross-legged position. We'll start with the right shin in front of the left. And for today, you can bring your feet closer in towards your groin. And we're simply swaying from side to side. So sprinkling your right fingertips beside you, you're going to reach up and over with your left fingertips. Thinking about widening the gap between your lower left rib cage and your left hip. So really reaching here. And switch with your breath. One more each side. We'll pause here to the right, reaching up and over with the left fingertips. We're going to hold it. Think about looking underneath that armpit. From here, we're tapping the left fingertips in front of the right kneecap, and then opening up that left arm to the back. Tapping in front of the right kneecap, and opening up to the back. Last one. Open it up. And on this final one, we'll hold it here. Thinking about bringing your left rib cage over your right thigh. You can drop the head. Staying nice and low, just walk all 10 fingertips over the front of your right shin, so folding forward. And gently come all the way back up. We'll switch the crossing of the shin to balance out the hips. So this time the left shin is in front. Same thing, swaying from side to side. One more each side. And sprinkling your left fingertips to the floor and holding the reach, reaching the right fingertips over towards the left. Let's tap the right fingertip in front of the left knee. And as you're tapping, think about reaching further. And open up to the back. Two more. Tap. And reach. Tap. And reach. And on this final one, we'll tap, holding it here. And this time you're thinking about drawing your right rib cage over the left thigh. Taking that stretch down the center. And gently coming up from here, taking your left leg and swinging it out to the side. So from here, flexing your foot, digging your heel into the floor, you can bring your elbow to the floor, or you can bring it on top of your left thigh. And we're just reaching again, that right arm up overhead. So up to you, you can place your temple in your fist. Completely up to you how you choose to do this, side body. So we're going to take it a little bit further. Whether or not you have your elbow pressing into your left thigh or not, you're going to take your left hand and grab a hold of your right knee. And as you pull, you're leaning. So it's giving you a little bit more of a stretch in that side body. Reach, 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 reach. Next, inhale, rise, sprinkling your right fingertips behind you, so right behind your right sit bone, and taking a gentle twist. That left leg is still nice and active. Taking a mini wild thing from here, push down into your right fingertips, sweep your left arm up and back, push your hips forward, and reach back. Nice stretch, especially along the inseam, front seam of that left hip flexor. One more breath here, inhale, and exhale. Gently lower. We'll be making our way into a pigeon from here. So simply push your palms into the floor, pigeon with the right foot, untuck the left toes, and just sway the hips side to side here. And when you're ready, square your hips off to the top of the mat first before you come down. Or not, maybe you're still up on your palms. We'll be here for about 5 breaths. Gently come up out of this one. Sink your weight back into your right hip, and we'll end up back where we started and just switch the crossing of our legs. So this time we're bringing the right elbow to the right thigh or to the floor, completely up to you. Just making sure that your right foot is nice and active. Reaching up and over with your left fingertips. And sometimes what I find helps is if I dig my elbow into my right thigh, so my right elbow into my right thigh to help open me up a little bit. Taking your right hand now and grabbing a hold of your left knee for a little bit more, letting a little bit more tension, depth, stretch. 3, as you inhale, rise all the way up, sprinkling your left fingertips behind you. Keep your right hand where it is and just gently look over your left shoulder. Prepping for that mini wild thing, push down into your left fingertips, push your hips up and forward and reach back with your right fingertips. Reach, 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 reach. And gently lower all the way down, making our way into a pigeon. So on the left side, you can keep your right toes tucked or untucked, completely up to you, and then you're just rocking side to side here. So before coming down, squaring off your hips. 5 breaths. Gently push into your palms, lean your weight into your left hip, and swing your right leg forward. Bring your left leg to meet it. So both legs are now extended out in front of you. From here, you just want to remove the fleshy parts from out underneath you so that you're nicely grounded on the floor. From here, you want to activate your legs so that your heels slightly lift up off of the floor. So a little bit of activation, and then gently rest your heels on the floor, but your legs are still active. We're taking that sway side to side. So sprinkling your right fingertips beside you, reach up and over with your left fingertips, and switch. We'll sway to the right and hold, and as you hold, rotate your torso so that you bring your left fingertips down beside your right leg. Inhale, rise, sprinkling your left fingertips beside you, and this time you're dropping your right fingertips to the outside of the left leg. So this should feel like a nice stretch again in the low back. And gently come all the way back up. You can relax the legs a little bit. From here, we'll take a reverse tabletop. So bringing your fingertips behind you. Slight bend in the elbow. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bend the knees. And from here, we're going to push our hips up towards the ceiling. Making sure you're not collapsing in your shoulder girdle, but you're pushing your chest up, nice and proud, and pushing your hips up as well. You can drop the head back. 3, 2, and gently lower the seat to the floor. And we'll roll right down onto our backs, bring the knees in towards the chest. Cactus the arms, drop both knees to the right for a twist. And to the left. Coming back through center. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor. I'm going to bring the soles of my feet to touch today. Finding your resting pose. Just really enjoying these few moments before we hit start on our day. Slowly adding little flickers of movement back into the body. Wiggling the fingers, the toes, rotating the ankles, the wrists. Reach the arms up overhead for a nice long body stretch. Reach, 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 reach. And on the exhale, just allow everything to drop heavy. Bend the knees one by one, rolling over onto your side. You can cradle the head and the upper arm. And gently from here, push yourself up to a seat. With your eyes closed, just humbly bow the chin in towards the chest. And drawing the shoulders down and away from the ears. At this point in the practice, I will read our blessing for the week. If you are not sticking around for the blessing, I do hope you enjoyed the practice. May God's wisdom guide your every decision this week, helping you see life's choices through his eternal perspective. Let's take a nice big inhale. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Gently opening the eyes. I do hope that you enjoyed this practice. And as for the blessing, maybe you can share someone whom you go to for God's wisdom, or someone you turn to, or maybe it's an app. I myself, I know I tune into the Bible app, and I have a few friends that are deeply rooted in their faith, and I always go to them for questions that I might have. Maybe you can share yours in the comment section. Also, something that I just wanted to mention, something that's been on my mind, is the content that I create here on YouTube. And while I love creating movement practices and you guys do all enjoy them, which is reflected in my analytics, something that I've noticed is that my reach has stunted. I'm not able to reach people as I was before. My growth has kind of stunted here on YouTube, and I'm wondering if maybe I've reached my peak. I've reached my peak of growth here on YouTube. And so if you guys have tips for me to help improve, I would really appreciate it, because it is something that I want to keep on doing. Until the next practice, enjoy, and I will see you soon.